then, now that we got that issue solved, hello, Zero Squad, it's your boy, Supreme Reaper, back at it. But this will be the last you hear of me for a long time, and this will be my last attempt at trying to make part 5 to Naruto's from the Reaper clan. Because this series has amazing potential. So then, so much, all my space is basically being taken up, all because of the reality hacker. See this? Right now? See, right now? Yeah, you've been watching this 34-minute long video. Then after it ends, I'm taking right where I left off. Because my dumbass doesn't know how to stop pressing the end record button.
Naruto. Shut up and give me a second. Yeah, I know what y'all think about it. Goddamn it, even goddamn it, yeah, double, yeah, I'll be goddamn it, goddamn it, get out, my name sounds like nigga. My voice sounds like nigga. My voice sounds like nigga? Wait, what? My voice sounds like the bitch. Yeah, nigga, no. Nigga, the toe. Yeah. I'll be goddamn if I get out the fool. Goddamn if I really get out the fool. Goddamn if I get out the fool. Give me a short game, papi, puta el paso. Look at that, damn, nigga, where's her? We're on straight to the tuning exam. The course of death. I would see the whole, it was out to the usual. But this time, Bloss would associate himself as team leader, him and Team 7 would shoot into the forest before anyone else. Naruto would say, Nissan, what do you want me and Sasuke to do? Scout, you and Sasuke scout the area out. Violet, Hinata, you two guard. You two can do the guarding. Hinata, since you have 360 vision, you'll be our scout. No. You can check the surrounding area. Naruto, Sasuke, you'll be our front. Holding her Kusanagi.
You don't get to.
Of course, brother. It's Naruto will substitute out of the way. We substitute to the enemy. Sasuke, you know watch Naruto. Help him if he gets overwhelmed. Don't order me around. Ross would say under his breath in a demonic tone. Violet, you're with me. We're just gonna sit here and wait for him to get back. They know where we are. I'll tell you that. As Bloss would stop to check to get a drink of water from the lake. As Bloss would turn around to see, as Denning would try to jump Bloss while he was getting a drink. Bloss would easily beat them as Violet would come to see Bloss with seeing two people beaten and bruised, two kids beaten and bruised, even though they're basically some of the oldest kids at the academy. One stabbed in the shoulder and the other with a gash and with a broken arm. I would say, looking at seeing Blast sitting on a boulder, wiping the blood off. What the hell did you do? I taught these kids a lesson. Blast back to Sasuke and Naruto. Where'd they go? That direction. Naruto, let's say. I mean Sasuke. Let's go. I think we have a heaven and earth scroll. But this time, instead of they would have heaven, earth, and hell scrolls. As Blast was running in the forest before hearing screams. As he would, and him and Violet would land right in front of him, right as Gaara, the Sad, would murder and crush the shinobi to death. Gaara would say, "Who are you?" Gaara of the Sad, I've heard of you. Boss would say, "You can go, Gaara. I'll handle these weaklings." Kamara would say to Gaara, "You'd be surprised, girl." Oh, by the way, just in case I'll say that, it's Naruto, not Blast. It's the Blast, Naruto, and Sasuke. As Kamara would send the wind blast straight towards, a wind attack towards Blast, off to I can do that too! What? Wind style! I love this! As a gigantic wind serpent blast at him would shoot Blast would shoot at Tamari, shattering her wind attack. Violet, you can take on Tamari. Fine. Don't go easy on her now. She's strong. As Blast would jump away, chasing Gaara, as he would encounter Kankuro. Hello, Kankuro. How do you know my name? Oh, I heard Gaara say it. I'll kill you back here. Right now! As Kankuro would send out one of his puppets to attack Blast would rail his fist back for pulsing chakra into it as his muscles would bulge for a second before he would punch, landing a fist until all the chakra he just had would be expelled into the puppet by exploding. I call that one sacred technique, chakra implosion. As Blast, well, sort of, you'll see. He's gonna learn a certain technique that OG Naruto fans are gonna know. Shippuden, Naruto, Boruto, whatever, you're gonna know it. As Blast would easily defeat Kankuro, killing him. Kamara would say to Violet would say, Hinata, you at Tamari, shattering her wind attack. Fine. Don't go easy on her now. As Blast, well, sort of technique that OG Naruto, Shippuden, Naruto, Boruto, whatever, you're gonna know it. As Blast would easily defeat Kankuro, killing him. You're needed for a certain event. Not as Blast would sit for flying after Gaara, attacking him in the back, sending him flying into the ground. As Blast with black lightning. Better get rid of the pest before it even happens. As Blast would make a black flash, trying to punch, stab, crush Gaara's head, before getting blasted in the side by Tamari and Kankuro's combined attacks, sending him flying to the forest. As red eyes would emerge. I'll let you live for now. Triplets of the sand. Before Blast would disappear. There's Blast! Naruto would say, alongside Sasuke. Violet would say, Hinata, you can come out now. Hinata would come out of the bushes after hiding, as Naruto would appear, not Naruto, Blast would appear right behind Hinata. Say, hey, how'd it go? I can tell you one from the fact that she ran away. Boss, what happened? We gotta jump to a we jumped them, but they attacked us first. Boss would stomach would get a chakra blade out of lightning, looking at Naruto, realizing he was stabbed in the side by a kunai, and the kunai is still in there. Naruto, what the hell, bro? Naruto would say, as the boss would point towards the kunai in Naruto's side. I forgot that was there. Naruto would say. Boss would rush over, pulling it out. He would seal the wound shut using his lightning blade to dry the wound out before healing it using chakra. You're supposed to be wearing your armor underneath your clothes. The armor makes me slower. Put it on, Naruto Blast would say, looking Naruto dead in the eyes with that "I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't do it" glare. Naruto would say, fine, for putting on the armor underneath. How'd it go, Sasuke? We beat him. The only real issue was Naruto getting stabbed. Alright then, let's keep moving. As they would pass the exam, this time not meeting. Well, they met Kabuto, but their interaction was pretty short. Their encounter was pretty short because Blast was trying to rush. Before that, as a gigantic snake would rush, destroying trees. Blast would saying, "Get down!" As a gigantic Leviathan-like snake would come charging through the forest, snatching Blast away. Blast would shit, creating a shadow clone, blasting a black lightning that loosened its grip on him. As he would jump on the head to see, as he would see Orochimaru. As Violet would say, him. As the snake would stop, narrowly missing Sasuke. Sasuke would fall over, being shooken. Sasuke would say, "Get up!" Naruto would say, "Get up, Uchiha!" As they would all jump on top of the snake. Blast, who is this? I don't know. What do you want with us? I want your body. He's a pedo. Get him. Combo Wombo! Combo Wombo! As Naruto would throw 7 wind-infused kunais at Orochimaru. As Boss would throw 7 fire-infused kunais at him. As Orochimaru would flick them all away with speed. As Orochimaru would kick Blast and Naruto in the back, sending them flying off the snake. As Blast would slam into the tree, coughing up blood. Good. Their interaction was pretty short. The gigantic snake would come charging through the forest, creating a shadow clone. Maru. Missing Sasuke. As they would all jump on top of this. I don't know. What do you want with us? I want your body. Wombo! Wind-infused kunais at Orochimaru. As Boss would throw 7 fire-infused kunais at him. As Orochimaru would flick them all away with speed. Orochimaru would kick Blast and Naruto in the back, sending them flying off the snake, as Blast would slam into the tree, coughing up blood. You'd say Naruto as well. This is a battle we can't win. We gotta go! As he would pick up Sasuke, throwing him, as he catching himself midair, jumping backwards. Why did you do that? Oh, I don't know, I'm trying to get you. Blast would say, rushing them away, turning around, glaring at Orochimaru, stopping midair, landing on top of the tree branch. And Violet would stop next to him. Naruto! Yeah? Take care of Hinata and Sasuke. Sure. Don't go dying on me, will ya? Blast, Naruto said to Blast, I don't die, I win. Blast would say in the most badass tone. Blast would crack his knuckles with Orochimaru would jump down his snake. Well, if this is a very weak, as Blast would charge at Orochimaru with a black flash, slamming it right into his chest. Oh no, the hell is the Black Lightning Cloak stage 4! Her secret attack instantly kicking Naruto Blast in the face. And Orochimaru would easily dance with her, essentially, kicking her in the gut, then kicking her in the face. As Blast would charge at Orochimaru, summoning an orb made out of lightning. Lightning Ball! He'd say, oh, Black Lightning Ball. Slamming it into the side of Orochimaru. And if you're wondering, who's gonna get... Isn't Sasuke supposed to be in the hospital? Well, no, this was before Sasuke was in the hospital. By this time, Sasuke had already gotten out of the hospital because Blast healing him. So yes, they're still gonna find Tsunade, and Naruto Sasuke is still gonna end up in the hospital. But that's for as far as you think. As Blast would say, you fucking perverted rapist snake! Before a fucking lightning ball right towards Orochimaru's head, blasting his skull wide open. Holy shit, I heard him. Let's go, Naruto Blast would say, before getting slammed in the face by a fist. Owie, that hurts so much. You should not get cocky, boy! As Orochimaru's real face would be revealed as he would peel off his skin. Blast would say, that is disgusting! Life is disgusting. That's some facts right there. As Naruto Blast would summon his chakra blade and pull out his katana. Let's see which one you can handle before infusing his chakra blade with his katana, as his blade will become black with lightning surging in it. Before he could swing the sword, a Kusanagi would stab him right through the chest, hitting him right in the heart. As he would cough up blood, as he would drop his blade, turning around to see Violet standing there, holding her Kusanagi, impaling his chest right through the heart. He would say, oh, you got kidding me. Before dropping down to her knees, coughing up blood. Well done, Violet. Mission accomplished. Now then, let's get me a new body. Fuck you, snake. As Boss would pass out from the blood loss. Before Orochimaru could fight the curse mark on him, Naruto would arrive, drop-kicking Orochimaru with Sasuke as well, and Hinata. As they would look at Violet and say, Violet, what happened? As Violet's hands would be shaking. Well, Violet, aren't you going to tell them what you did to their poor dear leader? Well, you're not. I will. Your friend over here betrayed y'all and stabbed Blast. before doing his pathetic, his evil laugh. Sasuke would say, Naruto would say, you bastard. You bitch! Before charging at Violet with a fucking starting a black lightning bolt. As he would punch Violet right across the jaw, sending her flying into a tree. Even though it would damage his arm would still be fine compared to when Sasuke used it. As Naruto would be sitting there huffing and puffing with that I'm gonna fucking murder you look. As his eyes would begin to flicker red, his chakra would begin to switch on and off. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Until an eruption of emotions came out of Naruto as the chakra of the Nine Tails would blast out of him. No pun intended. Ha. As Hinata would run over to Blast and say, Blast, are you okay? Do I look okay? There's a fucking katana through my heart, he would say. Fucking gonna get memes like Obito. Who? I didn't. As Blast would be passed out, Hinata would get the Kusanagi out of his chest, bandaging the hole. And he was feeding out more and more blood as the seconds went on. Naruto would be furious, endlessly attacking Violet, mercilessly. Sasuke would join in, attacking her as well. As Naruto's eyes would go black, would go blood red, with black slits as he would punch her right in the face, sending her flying into the back of Orochimaru. Orochimaru would grab her neck saying, you have done well, girl. Time to go. Before extending his fucking head like a creepy-ass lizard and biting Sasuke and Blast on the necks. Fuck. Naruto would say, Sasuke would say, fuck! Ah! Naruto would say, charging out of Orochimaru, grabbing him by the face before he could get out of there with fire, slamming him into the ground! As Sasuke's third Tomoe would awaken his eyes. Seeing the essential death of his master, the person he wanted to surpass, pissing him the fuck it off, as he would launch one Orochimaru hitting Naruto and Orochimaru, as Naruto would slam Orochimaru to the ground, relentlessly beating down, sending hundreds of thousands of gale palms towards Orochimaru, destroying his body, not killing him, like breaking him in the process. As Naruto would throw Orochimaru would do the handstand for summoning and summon his gigantic snake mid-air, as it would go down on Naruto, as Blast would disappear, Blast's body would disappear before appearing right atop Naruto, holding the jaws of the snake, about to come down and eat Naruto whole, holding the fangs with his bare hands that would begin to bleed. What are you doing? Sitting there, fool! Get out of here! Before he would cough up blood, as Naruto would jump out of the way, as the snake would come down on top of Blast. So the pest is still alive, man. So I knew my theory was correct. Naruto Uzumaki. What do you mean? What theory? You are the so you are the vessel of that demon fox. What demon fox? As Blast would punch through the snake, as the snake would get ripped in half and Blast flying through it, coming out the back end as it would split in half. Blast would pick up one end, slamming it into Orochimaru multiple times, crushing him under his weight. As Orochimaru would appear behind Naruto saying, the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. As Blast would say, no! Charging out of Orochimaru with a Black Thunder's blade, slashing his arm off. Naruto would sit there saying, what? Fuck, shit, fuck, stop. As Orochimaru would be holding his wounded arm. You, boy, are the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed Fox. The very thing that killed your parents. very monster that destroyed your village so long ago. The Demon Tails, the Nine-Tailed Fox. As is your older brother, Blast. As Blast's eyes go blacker than a pit. Darker than the night. But even blacker than the void of death. As chakra would begin to erupt off of Blast, as the ground itself would begin to shake, the whole forest would begin to rumble, and everyone would say, what the hell's this power? As Blast would look up with one of his eyes going completely black, and the other eye would begin to slowly turn black. As a demonic aura would surround Blast, a black chakra shoot into the sky, piercing the heavens and piercing the skies, parting the clouds and parting the winds. Blast would sit there, enraged by them. As he would look up at Orochimaru before saying, were charging at Orochimaru, grabbing him by the throat, slamming him into a tree, picking that tree up and slamming it on him several thousand times. The one sending the sharp part spiraling into Orochimaru's chest, slamming him into several hundred other trees before teleporting behind him, kicking, fucking English shit. I know, kicking him right in the fucking back, breaking his spine. As he would sit there, Limit Blast would grab his legs, saying, oh no, you don't. For ripping his legs off, grabbing him by the hair and slamming him by giving him the Loki treatment, for throwing him into a tree, blasting a thunderbolt on him, blasting thousands upon thousands of blast thunders on his body, as Blast would sit there, charging up a black orb, saying, disappear! For blasting at Orochimaru! Before Violet would jump in the way of Blast. Hello everyone, it's... For blasting at Orochimaru! Before Violet would jump in the way of the blast. And the blast flying upwards, destroying all the trees in the surrounding area. As Blast would sit there with his form still activated before saying, move, girl. Next time, I will not hesitate to kill. As Blast's hair would begin to float, it begin to spike up even more before spiking, flickering up and down, and down. As his aura would disperse, his eyes would turn into normal as he would pass out. Naruto would grab him alongside Sasuke. Hinata, we need to go now. As Orochimaru was destroyed, basically dead, lifeless body would be sitting there, with his bones piercing through his skin, his limbs burnt like ash. His skull being revealed as his hair is burned. His body, a gigantic hole would be in his chest from his spine would be shattered. As Violet would pick up her master, summoning Kabuto as Kabuto would help, bringing Orochimaru back to the lab. Damn it. We can't get rid of the Hokage. What a pest, Kabuto would say. As him and Violet combined would start to heal Orochimaru, getting all their healing staff on Orochimaru as they need to get him back up so he can get rid of the Hokage. But his legs would be gone, destroyed. But luckily for them, Orochimaru had a spare body in his back. As he was revived in that body, as he was in a cough, and waking up in a sweat, as he would shatter into two, saying, get me close, now. So that was the power of the supposed Grim Reaper, the shadow of the hidden leaf, the angel of death, the butcher of God, the butcher of humans, the black shinobi, the Reaper, and the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. I knew his body. Sir, you implanted the curse mark on him and you too. Good. Good.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for? And pass me a pepper.
Little Tomorrow would say, would laugh, as Violet would be sitting in her room with tears in her eyes, as she would be sitting there holding her, grasping herself in her arms tightly, as she would be shaking, as she would be like, what have I done? What have I done? As she would begin to start rocking herself back and forth as Kabuto would slam open the door. Let's go, Violet, or the master calls upon us. What have I done? She would say multiple times before giving up, saying, fine, let's go. Walking right next past Kabuto. As we would see Blast sitting there, getting healed in the medical lounge. Hello everyone, it's the Supreme Reaper. As him and Violet combined would start to heal Orochimaru, getting all their healing staff. She would be sitting there holding the bed, popping his knuckles. Where's Violet? Naruto would be sitting in the next bed, and Sasuke would be passed out in the other one. What happened to Sasuke? You were bitten on the neck by that weird person we fought, and some weird mark appeared on your body. While we were trying to rescue you, some weird gang jumped us. But thanks to some bushy-haired person came and saved us, called himself Floppy and Steel Ironly. The supposed demigod of taijutsu, Might Guy. As Naruto about to get out of the bed, popping his knuckles, where's Violet? As the room would go dead silent. As Naruto would remember what had happened, looking out of his chest, the gigantic scar still there. Oh, that bitch, Naruto Blast would say. We can't waste time. The next part of the tuning exam will begin tomorrow. We need to hurry. Alright. I'm about to start training again. You are not fit for that. I don't care. Naruto would grab his arm before saying, explain to me now. That man said I was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. Explain now. I want answers. Naruto would say, gripping onto Blast's shoulder tight, would yank his shoulder away from Naruto. You'll get them when you're ready. You'll get them when you deserve them. You'll get your answers but before he could finish his sentence, he would get punched. He would get punched in the jaw by Naruto. I want my answers now. Not when I'm old enough. Not when I'm ready. I want them now! Naruto would stay screaming. Calm down. You've seen that with Naruto's class. Naruto, not Blast. Blast would say.
And that's where I come in. Oops, Lolsy. I want them now! Oh, so it's a punching blast. Right in the face. As Blast would sit and sat saying, Shush, Hinata! As Blast, Naruto would slam Blast against the wall saying, give me my answers, Blast. What are we? Who are we? What did that damn man mean by we are the Jinchurikis? What the hell even is a Jinchuriki to begin with? As Blast would sit there before picking Naruto up, grabbing Naruto's shirt, collar, and then shut. Saw that, shaking the entire building. As Sasuke would wake up in a sweat looking over the Blast, to see in his eyes a 3 Tomoe Sharingan. Why did you get that? Sasuke would say, jumping out of the bed, charging towards Blast. But before he even gets an inch away from the bed, he gets knocked out. You'll find him when he's ready. But before Naruto, but again, Naruto would jawline Blast, punching him. But this time, he would grab Blast, throwing him out the window. Before jumping out of it, landing on top, right next to Blast. As Blast would jump kick in the air, kicking Naruto right in the jaw, before slamming him into a wall. As Naruto's eyes would begin to flicker red. Before sending a gale palm towards Blast. As Blast would deflect it right into the air, the black chakra would begin to surround him. As his eye would begin to look red. As in his mind, we would see a certain beast shuffling back. As Blast would teleport by Naruto, kicking him in his balls. Naruto would say, before Blast was grabbed by the hair, slamming his foot, MMA style, into his knee, picking him up midair and slamming him down, before throwing his hand in the air, before saying, Black Thunder style, Wrath of Olympus, for bringing down the wrath of the gods, the wrath of Zeus, as a gigantic, a black amalgamation in the shape of Zeus, before slamming a thunderbolt down right on top of him and Naruto, as Naruto would be sitting there, laying there on the ground, beaten. As the Blast would say, you'll get your answers when you deserve them, before reappearing back in his house, laying down before hearing a voice saying,
You should tell him what he is. Especially what you are. He has a right to know.
As Blast would turn around to see a gigantic black figure standing there, chained down to the ground, with nails in its hands, a collar on its neck, 10 nails in 10 gigantic pipe pillars or nails on top of its 10 tails. As the 10 tails, the 10-tailed beast would be revealed with a red eye, with 9 Tomoe in it, and 2 gigantic black and white statues sitting there, with blades to its neck in an X shape. Hello, Juby. You don't have a right to talk. Who's wearing chains right now?
But I am correct. Your brother has a right to know.
fine. The beast would chuckle before Blast would wake up to see Naruto in the bed in his bed right on the floor next to Blast. On the couch. Naruto, we need to talk, Blast would say. As Blast would teleport him and Naruto to the Hokage Mountains on top of Minato's base. First question, why did you have the Sharingan? Second question, slow down. First, I must tell you. A Jinchuriki is a vessel of a very particular thing, known as a tailed beast. There are 9 in the world. Our village possesses the 9 tails, i.e., we are the Jinchuriki of the 9-tailed beast. Both of us are. Because in an attempt to save our village, our father split the beast in power and sealed one half in me and the other in you. And this entire time, you have been unknowingly utilizing the tailed beast's power as a way to keep up with my strength. As Blast would show him the same form he's been unknowingly using. A black slit eye and red chakra veins. This has been the power you've been siphoning off your 9 tails. Do you remember what happened to me at the bridge when we were fighting Zabuza when I went berserk? Yeah, that was me going berserk and my tailed beast taking over. That happened to me. The way it happened, it would be different for you. But yes, you can go berserk anytime. You in fact did go berserk in the forest. That brings up another question. How are you alive? You should be dead right now. She stabbed you through your heart and pierced one of your lungs. You should be in the ground in a coffin, but you're here standing in front of me. You were above me holding the that lake by yourself in midair. That's a different question entirely that not even I have the answer to. I will be teaching you 3 things: how to see your tailed beast, talk to your tailed beast, and use your tailed beast's power. First, we start with how we see your beast. There are 2 ways. You can go to sleep and you can unconsciously go to sleep and end up in your mindscape, or consciously, on command, go into the mindscape where the tailed beast is sealed. Which do you choose? Consciously. Good. As Blast would meditate with Naruto all day. Would meditate with Naruto, showing him as they would enter Naruto's mindscape. Can I see your mindscape, Blast? No. So that's the 9 tails, eh? He's massive. They are the amalgamation of chakra, the embodiment of it. The very first thing God created when He made our world. But I will be teaching you that about him another day. As Kurama would be sitting there, sleeping. As Blast would bang on the cage. Wake up, fox! As Kurama's eyes would slowly open as he would look down to see Blast. As he would roar. Hello, Blast. We meet again. Naruto would say, what do you mean meet again? You've met this thing? Every now and then in your sleep, I would go into your subconscious to keep the tailed beast in check. As when you're asleep, you're more of an easier target and you're easier to take over. So every time you go, every day, every night you go to sleep, I enter your mindscape to keep the tailed beast in check. to make sure it doesn't take over your body. But as I could sense from the forest of death, the seal has been placed is not working very well as his chakra is leaking out of the seal. I.e. the fact that you've been siphoning his chakra and using it, and you've been berserk. Now that you've met the Ninetales, time to teach you how to forcefully suck chakra from it. But that's wrong. He's a living being. I can't just take something from him. He took something from us without our permission. He took our parents away. He took our life away. He took away a life we could have had. He took away something that we wanted, something precious. He took away our parents. It would be wrong not to take something from him as well. I understand, Naruto would say. Before Blast would teach Naruto how to forcefully take chakra from the tailed beast, as we would see Naruto in the middle of the night at the mountains of Blast, charging up red chakra, as a red aura would be around Naruto with red, his eyes going red. So this power is amazing. It's nowhere near my control over the tailed beast, but it will do. Can you use your tailed beast power block? Sure. As Blast would begin to use his tailed beast chakra, but Naruto would realize something. But if we have the same tailed beast, shouldn't our chakra be the same color? Because yours is black. Mine's is reddish, orangish red. Yeah. It's confusing, alright. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. As Naruto and Blast would train all night to master the tailed beast, until eventually Naruto would even learn how to control the one-tailed state, which he can control it, stay in it without going berserk for about 4 minutes. After that, he'll go berserk. As Blast would still have the advantage, not even activating his one-tailed cloak. He would still be in his Jubi aura state, like Naruto. We would skip to tomorrow to see Blast and Naruto doing some push-ups before Sasuke would appear. It's time. Where's Kakashi-sensei? He's already there waiting with Hinata. Let's go, Naruto. Right. As Naruto and Blast and Sasuke would all disappear, body flickering right next to Kakashi. Blast would say, "You guys can go. I need to talk to Sasuke." What do you need? Were you practicing the scrolls that I gave you? Yes. Good. And did you train with Kakashi like I told you to? Yes, I did. Good. Because you're going to need it. You're going to be thanking me that I made you train so hard. And well, what happened was so Sasuke decided to train with Blast and Naruto. But Blast and Naruto kept their Jubi training. Well, they didn't keep it secret. Sasuke saw it, but when they were doing training, Sasuke would just sit out and practice his chakra control. And his jutsu. But Blast, during the training, had Kakashi help train Sasuke. And because Blast is such a master when it comes to training people, Sasuke already had the 3 Tomoe Sharingan, Sasuke quickly learned the Chidori. And because he has 3 Tomoes this time, he can use it way easier with less strength. And because thanks to Blast, his body is way beefier. And his chakra control is 30 times better than it was at the beginning of the series. As Sasuke would pop his joints, as Naruto would crack his knuckles, as Blast would stretch, they would walk in to sit down in the bleachers.
Who's the first fight gonna be? It's gonna be Naruto, you and Naruto versus the Inuyasha twins. Kiba and his older brother, Alpha. Beta, actually, Beta's beta male. What's a beta male? You'll learn when you're older. And Kakashi and Boss would give that I know what you're talking about glare as they would chuckle. As Blast would say, let's go, Naruto, picking up Naruto. You don't have to pick me up. I can walk by myself. It'll slow us down. You stop treating me like a kid. You are a kid compared to me. As Blast would body flip in the arena, dropping Naruto, as Naruto would get up, dusting himself off. Well, I need something for Naruto. Well, basically all Naruto wears is a black altered jump. Instead of an orange jumpsuit, he wears a black one with the Uzumaki clan, and he has blonde hair, but at the tip of his blondness, he has black hair. At the tip of his spiky hair, it's black tips. The rest is blonde. For Blast, it's just an all black hair with fucking, like, kinda looks like a Super Saiyan 4-ish type of thing. Like a spike, like kinda like Naruto's, but more spikier and longer. With somewhat of a Super Saiyan 4 type of look. As Naruto would say, I could take these two on by myself. You better take these two on by yourself. I'm not wasting my time and chakra on these weaklings. As Naruto would stomp Kiba and Beta by himself, not even needing his boss would go into the Belchers back with Naruto, who would say, whisper to Naruto, don't use your Jubi power unless you're fighting an opponent who I can recommend. I recommend using it against that Hyuga boy, Neji, Sasuke, and if we ended up fighting each other somehow, using it against me, and don't hold back. And against Might, Iron Lee, and Rock Lee. And that Gara kid. He has a particular secret that he's hiding. What is that secret? He's the Jinchuriki of the One Tails. You remember how when I was training you to use the Jubi's power, how I said there were 9-tailed beasts in total? Yes, he possesses the One Tails. Shukaku, the sand beast. The Sand Tanuki. As they would sit down, still talking to each other. He's gonna be going against Sasuke right after their fight. This is gonna be near the third phase of Chunin exams. While Sasuke and Gara are fighting, and a major event is gonna happen. Rock Lee and Gara are gonna fight. Rock Lee is gonna be put in the hospital. Alright, whose fights next? Side character v side character, side character versus side character, Shikamaru versus Tamari. Shikamaru still wins, twice in fact. And now, Hinata versus Neji. Ooh, it's gonna be satisfying to the people who hated the way Neji treated Hinata in this fight. Naruto, Boss would say, oh, Neji about to get all the smoke. Before the fight, right as the announcer began, Hinata was in front of Neji before Neji could even activate his Byakugan, before kicking him right in the fucking jaw, sending him flying backwards, teleporting behind him, grabbing him by the hair, throwing him in the air. But Naruto would say, God damn, has she been lifting weights? Yep. I make her lift 20 pounds every day.
That explains why she has a 5-pack. Before slamming Neji down on the ground, as Neji would jump in the air using his chakra before activating his Byakugan. 64 pause! 64 weave, as Hinata would weave all the attacks. Dodge, weave, dodge, punch. Punching Neji right in the face. For grabbing his hair, his arm, spinning him, making that nigga do a right round, baby, right round. He going down, down. Before hitting him with that 64 pounds annihilation technique. Hitting all of his chakra points for beating on him. Breaking his arm, breaking his ribs, beating him, knocking out one of his teeth. Making him bleed. Naruto, she would break his hand before kicking his knee, breaking it. Naruto would say, oof. She's usually so shy and caring and nice. This is a completely different ego. I trained her well. What the fuck did you do to Hinata? All I did was make her stronger. You didn't make her stronger, you made her a killer. Oh wow, so you're calling your older brother a killer now? No! Shut up and watch. Run the fade. Let's run the fade, baby. Let's run the fade, nigga. Rigga ticket, nigga. Alright then, let's run the fade. As Neji would get dragged off to the infirmary, as Naruto would appear right down in front of Hinata. Good job, Hinata! High-fiving Hinata, getting some blood on his hands. Oh, great. I just washed my hands before this fight. Wiping the blood off on his black drip. The blood looks quite nice on your hood, on your jacket, Naruto. Blast would say to Naruto. That's easy for you to say. You're a fucking killer. Not killer, avenger. Sasuke would be like, that's my line. Is it? Is it though? Is it though? Is it really your line? Blast really loves fucking annoying Sasuke. Because he knows Sasuke can't do shit about it. Next fight! Naruto versus Shikamaru. The Uzumaki twins versus the Yamanaka twins. Choji and his older brother, Konji, will be standing there, pumping fists. Hey, Naruto! Coach Akamichi would say. I think that's his name. It's not Akamichi. Koji? Big guy. Can't remember his name. Calling him Akamichi. Fuck it. Hey, Akamichi! Choji. His name is Choji. Hey, Choji! Don't go easy on him just because he's a friend. I know. Both the younger brothers would say. As the two older brothers would sit there before giving them the understanding glare of what it feels like to take care of a younger sibling. Eddie, soldier, Ross would say, before shaking his hand, before jawlining him in the face, instantly knocking him out. Choji, you got to knock out Big Brother with one punch. Might as well cut his way one punch, man. Oh, the not a OMP reference. OPM reference, not OMP. Oh my pussy. As Naruto and Choji would start throwing hands, as Choji would go, Human Boulder! And Naruto would jump, grabbing him, as he would throw him in the air, slamming him down on the ground. Winners! The Uzumaki twins! Twins. As we skip to Sasuke versus Shikamaru? Oh my god. Huh. This is kind of an ironic battle. Very ironic, in fact. Jeez. Fuck, why did my air conditioner have to freeze, man? I'm fucking hot. I think there might be snow in my air conditioner, guys. This video is basically an hour long, so that's why I'm going to be off part 5 to what if Naruto is from the Reaper clan. I hope this quick, because I'm not remaking this video.